Hey guys, Marya01 here on YouTube. Today I wanted to do another book review for you guys. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know I read The Hunger Games, the trilogy of The Hunger Games, in 3 days. It was just amazing. I couldn't stop reading them. Now I have to say, definitely, they're almost by far my favorite trilogy type of books. They're really good, they're amazing, just my imagination just rocks, honestly. I just imagine all the stuff. It was just really cool. So yeah, we have The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and then Mockingjay. There are 3 books. All of them revolved basically around Katniss Everdeen, which is the girl, the principal girl in the whole books. She is the one that relates the story and everything that happens. So in the first one, which is The Hunger Games, obviously, basically is about her, where she lives, and then the day that it comes, the Hunger Games, where they have to choose a person from this bowl of papers, and one of the papers is Primrose Everdeen, which is her sister. So she volunteers instead of her sister to do the Hunger Games. And then the other guy that is going to the Hunger Games, his name is Peeta Mallark, I think. He's a son of a bread maker. I don't know what it's called. I just completely forgot. Yeah, the baker's son. Yeah, that's how it's called. Baker. They kind of don't know each other, but he kind of saved her life once because she was starving, and he gave her a loaf of bread. Anyway, the Hunger Games, basically, it's a game that the capital, which let's consider it like a capital of one country, and then the districts are different states of the same country. So the capital, what it does, in every single district, chooses 2 persons, one guy and one girl, to do the Hunger Games. Now the Hunger Games, what is basically it, chasing people down, killing them for your survival. That's basically what it is. So, and it's supposed to be a reminder of the dark days. The dark days, it was before the destruction of the District 13, because they wanted to do a revolution against the capital. So they destroyed the District 13. And the Hunger Games is just a way of reminding every single district that they're not strong enough to do a revolution against the capital. Basically, that's what it is. So in here, it just relates all the people that are going, what happens before the Hunger Games, which is like a week of preparation. They have training, they have all this kind of stuff, and they have a trainer. For the District 12, which is from Katniss and Peeta are from, the guy is called Haymitch. He's just a complete drunk. I could have understood it from the beginning that he's drunk, because he basically killed everyone. Well, he didn't kill everyone, but everyone in their Hunger Games died. In his Hunger Games died. Now, each district has 2 persons, and a few of them have more winners than others, but the District 12 only has 1, and it's Haymitch. That's why he's the only one that is training them. But anyway, moving on. It basically relates the Hunger Games. It relates how is she, kind of the games that they're playing, because she is basically falling in love with Peeta, but it's all a show for the cameras. It's all that kind of cross-lover type thing. They're gonna kill themselves, but they're in love, so they're not gonna be able to do it. So basically what happens at the end, which I'm just gonna jump right into it, I'm sorry if it's a spoiler, what happens, the capital says that 2 persons can be alive if they are from the same district, and Peeta and Katniss are alive, but they have to find each other. So Katniss goes looking for him, because Kato, which is one of the guys, I think from this District 4, killed or hurt Peeta. So anyway, she finds him, and she tries to recover him, and they still have to kill one of the guys from one district. But when they kill him, what it happens, the guys from the Capitol says that the rule that they put before that is back on again, and one of them is going to be the victor, the other one has to die. So what she does, she kind of wants to like, no, I'm not gonna die, you're not gonna die, Pita is kill me, come on, just kill me, at least one of us is gonna go home. And she grabs these berries that are not good. They have venom on them, whatever it's called. And she's like, we're gonna eat them. So they're about to eat them. And the guys from the Capitol, they're like, okay, no, you both are victors, blah, blah, blah. So they are victors. That's basically what happens in here, in this book. And it's really good. It seriously caught my attention the second I started reading it. Then the other one, the second one is called Catching Fire. Now on this one, it says that the Capitol, it's really mad at Katniss because she kind of made the revolution start. Now the revolution, this thing in here, in this Hunger Games, I forgot to mention, she is given this pin that it's a Mockingjay, which is a bird. It's kind of a mix of birds. It's a hummingbird with something else. I forgot the name of the other bird, but it's a mix of both of those, and it's kind of the sign of rebellion for the districts and against the Capitol, obviously. So the Capitol is annoyed with her. They're kind of trying to find how to make her die. So they do another Hunger Games, and this time what they do, instead of choosing people from the crowd, they choose victors from the districts. So they're different victors. And all of them, I'm sorry, I have to put my foot straight because I'm dying. So basically what happens, the districts have winners, and the victors, which are the winners, have to go back again to the Hunger Games. Now, they do go to the Hunger Games, and Katniss and Pita, both of them go again back to the Hunger Games, and she is trying to make Pita go alive because he hasn't done anything wrong. Sorry, it just was hurting me. He hasn't done anything wrong, so she's kind of trying to make him stay alive and not like always protect her and himself and protect him and herself, just because if she dies, she's not going to be able to protect him. So that's kind of what happens. And then at the end of this book, what happens, they kind of plan to do this trap for the other people, the other victors that are in there that still are not dead. So the thing kind of goes completely wrong. It's just, it doesn't happen how it's not supposed to do what it does. So she kind of does this thing with an arrow. She throws it at the kind of, I imagine it like a glass that it's on the thing. I don't know. I just imagine it. They have a field and they have it covered in glass that it's obviously like you can't see it. So she throws the thing up the glass, and what it does, it kind of completely turns everything around and everything goes crazy. She kind of electrocutes herself and she's kind of dying. I don't know, it just goes crazy. I'm trying not to spoil it. It just goes crazy, and she basically gets caught by the people of the revolution in Pita, and other people get caught by the people from the Capitol. So that's basically what happens in this one, which is quite nice. I really like that, but I thought the Hunger Games should have been a little bit more bloody. And then this last one, which is definitely, I think, my favorite maybe, this is the Mockingjay. Now this one, what it happens in here is her recovery of the, what happens is the recovery of her after the Hunger Games, the way they save Pita from the Capitol to go back to the District 13. Now I have to explain this. District 13 was supposed to be destroyed, but the people that survived kind of made it underground and started a new life in there. just to plan the revolution against the capital. Now, District 12 is destroyed after Katniss' arrow effort that she did trying to make everyone... the thing is, she threw the arrow and the capital, or President Snow, sent bombs to the District 12. District 12 was completely destroyed thanks to Gale, who is Katniss' best friend. He is explained in the first book. Thanks to Gale, a lot of people come out of District 12. Not like the whole amount of people that live there, but quite an amount, which is enough to say. So they go to District 13 and they start living their life there. Now she wakes up in District 13 and they show her District 12. She goes, she sees that everything is completely destroyed. The only parts that are not destroyed are the houses that they keep for the victors, which is quite interesting. I thought, that's President Snow kind of hand. So yeah, so she starts doing stuff for the revolution, and this girl, this woman who is the president of the revolution, the face of the revolution, tells her that she is the Mockingjay, that she has a choice of choosing the revolution or living just like what the capital says, whatever rules the capital have. So she decides to be, after a long time, she decides to be the Mockingjay, which is kind of the stamp for the revolution, to say it one way. So there's this part, which is definitely one of my favorite parts. Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Okay, what happens? She goes to a district, I don't know which one, I think it's District 8 or 4, not sure, I think it might be 4 or 8, not sure. I said that like 3 times. And the district gets bombarded back again from President Snow. So she says, Katniss, she says, President Snow just had them air the bombing live. Then he made an appearance to say that this is his way of sending a message to the rebels. What about you? Will you like to tell something to the rebels? Will you like to tell rebels anything, sorry? And she says, yes, I whispered. The red blinking light on one of the cameras catches my eye. I know I'm being recorded. Yes, I said more forcefully. Everyone is drawing away from me. Gil, Cressida, the insects, giving me the stage. But I stay focused on the red light. And she says, I want to tell the rebels that I'm alive. That I'm right here in District 8, where the capital has just bombed a hospital full of unarmed men, women, and children. There will be no survivors. The shock I've been feeling begins to give way to fury. I want to tell people that if you think for 1 second the capital will treat us fairly, if there's a ceasefire, you'll be deluding yourself, because you know who they are and what they do. My hands go out automatically, as if to indicate the whole horror around me. This is what they do, and we must fight back. I'm moving in towards the camera now, carried forward by my rage. President Snow says he's sending us a message. Well, I have one for him. You can torture us and bomb us and burn our districts to the ground. But do you see that? One of the camera follows us as I point to the planes burning on the roof of the warehouse across from us. The capital seal on a wing glows clearly through the flames. Fire is catching. I'm shouting now, determined that he will not miss a word. And if we burn, you burn with us. That was my favorite part when she said, I was reading it so intense in that moment. If you burn with us. I'm like, yeah. Oops. It was really funny. But yeah, she says that to the capital. So basically it's the way of her to start the revolution against the capital. Now the whole book, not the whole book, but the whole thing is about how not how the revolution started, but how she was an important part of the revolution, because she was Mockingjay and she was kind of trying to, I don't know, she did something against the Capitol when she was taking the berries to commit suicide and kill Peter at the same time. So yeah, it was quite nice. And then another part that caught my eye, the part, now Peter was tortured by the Capitol. I'm sorry, this is gonna be really long. Peter was tortured by the Capitol, so he kind of, his memories got kind of disrupted, so he doesn't really know what's real and what's not. So they kind of invent this game of he asking what he thinks he saw, and then they say if it's real or not. And one of the parts at the end of the book, this is what happens. So after, when he whispers, "You love me, real or not real," I tell him real, and I was like, oh my god, they're in love. So yeah, I'm kind of a girly girl, but I like bloody stuff, I like action stuff. Yeah, people like me do exist. But yeah, definitely this one was my favorite one, just because of the revolution they started against the Capitol. Now, when she's supposed to be killing President Snow, she kills the president of the revolution, and then Snow is dead. Snow, he dies, probably because he was coughing and laughing too hard. So yeah, that's basically my review on the books. I think they're amazing. Now for the movie, I did saw the movie, and I think it was good. It was really nice. Honestly, I love Josh Hutcherson. I love him since Bridge to Third of Ethia. But anyway, I saw the movie, but I didn't thought it was gonna be as good as the book, and my expectations were right. It wasn't gonna be as good, but it was really nice just to put a face on each one of them. It was really cool. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this, and my next book review will be up in a few days. So yeah, bye.